Hello, gorgeous souls. I hope this finds you well and happy on this blustery Saturday. Well, at least the wind has blown the rain away, but it's still very windy out there. So I hope you're all safe, those of you who live in the south of England, because it's been very windy. Maybe it's been windy all over. Thank you, darling ones, for joining me. Thank you for your hearts. Morning, darling Jane. So lovely to have your company, darling one, because it was really, really blustery in the night. So I hope you're all safe. And if you're out and about today, do take it steady. Thank you so much for joining me on this day. And being a Saturday, this is an angel message for your well-being. So through the colour oracle, let's see what your angel message is for you for today. So thank you, angels, for bringing forward a message for everyone. Ooh, it's jumping out. And we've got 3. So they're challenging me today. So we've got Amber, awaken your creativity. Lavender, connect to your body, mind and soul. Thank you, thank you. And Coral, allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Actually, the 3 of them, don't they look beautiful together? Right, this is really lovely. I don't know about, because they're talking about the creativity, but they're also talking about your mind, body and spirit energy. And it was the flow of energy, wasn't it? The synchronicity and the flow of energy. They're giving me the understanding how beneficial journaling is. I don't know if that's something you already do. If you don't, I can highly, highly recommend it. So journaling, I've got a number of journals. I keep journals for different things. But they're talking about particularly a journal for yourself, for the things that you experience, the good big things and the things that are upsetting. One of the beauties of journaling is processing what you've been through as you write about it, enabling you to reflect on all that you've experienced through that particular situation. It's not about keeping a diary, it's not that. It's about writing in your journal as and when you feel there's something you want to tell your inner self about, something you want to discuss with your inner self about. Writing about it is so cathartic. As we experience things challenging or joyful, we feel it, we process it in our mind, we feel it in our hearts, we process the emotions. And particularly if we're having challenges or things that are upsetting, we can chew it over and over in like chewing the cud. And that doesn't always do us any favours because it's going round and round and round and round. And energetically, we're anchoring it into our body when we do that. Journaling, writing about it, allows us to reflect and process it, to understand it on a much deeper level. Now, if it is something upsetting, yes, it might be upsetting in that moment, but it's often tapping into something that's gone before, because what we find is when we're experiencing hurtful situations, it taps back into hurtful situations of the past, going right back to childhood. So as we journal and we process, it helps us to understand why we're feeling as we do. And is it tapping back to something else and bringing that up, or that pain or that memory up? But also what we do in the journaling, the point of the journaling is to process it, to understand it on that deeper level, and to release it and let it go. Because when we're journaling, we're thinking about it, we're processing it here, we're allowing that energy to flow out of our body, down our arm, through the pen, onto the paper. As I say, it's so cathartic and can be actually really liberating, because as you're writing, Sometimes it's tapping into that deeper energy within you, that deeper insight, that deeper wisdom that sometimes you don't always appreciate that's there. And when you can do that and realize, actually, why am I going here? Why do I need to hold on to this lower energy? Actually, now I let it go. One of the lovely things for journaling also is to go back in months to come and just read through what you'd written and realize how amazing you are because of what you've been through, how you've dealt with it, and that you've moved on. And that's such a beautiful thing. But also, as you reflect back through your journal, it reminds you of how wise you are. That too is really beautiful. So these 3 cards that jumped out today, not necessarily connecting with specific chakras today, but honestly reminding us that through our creativity in the writing, reflecting on all that we're experiencing, you can write it every day if you want to, but sometimes it's nice just to write it when you've had an upset or a joyful day, to be able to write about what did that tap into when you've had a beautiful experience with a friend or family or an outing. Maybe you had a wonderful connection with an angel or an ascended master, and you want to write about that and how that made you feel and how that inspired you. So the journaling is such a beautiful thing you can do. So if you're doing it, well done. If you haven't started journaling already, now's the time to start. What I would encourage is get a nice notebook, because that encourages you to go to it. Not just one of these jotter pads, because that just, no. Get something that's really nice, that you feel really drawn to, because that journal is going to become very important to you. Keep it at hand so that when you've got that time, sit down, write about your experiences and how that's made you feel. The angels remind us that we are a work in progress, and actually what we're doing, as well as studying the world, we're studying ourselves. And we're really learning about ourselves and our wisdom and our strengths. And as we deal with all these experiences, as we journal about them, it helps us to really appreciate ourselves on that deeper level. So enjoy your journaling. Enjoy your connection with your inner self, your awesome self, your amazing spiritual being self. And enjoy being who you are, remembering that all that we experience is part of the journey through life. And it's not what comes to us, it's how we deal with it. And it's okay to feel upset. It's okay to feel annoyed, as long as we don't hold on to that, as long as we don't feel sorry for ourselves, but actually just allow ourselves to process it, understand it, and then we can release it, let it go, and move on. So my darling ones, on this blustery day, actually the sky looks beautiful this morning. It's lovely and bright here in Petersfield. What's it like where you are? I'm teaching the Angel Awareness Workshop today. So I've got a lovely group of people coming, and I'm so looking forward to this, because the angels, connecting with the angels, learning about the angels, learning that they're just here for us, learning how to listen to them, learning how to be aware of them, changed my life. So I'm sorry, that's hubby's phone going off. So I'm really, really happy to share this knowledge today with this beautiful group of people. Whatever you're doing today, darling ones, remember to be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, cherish each other, and I wish you love, light and angel blessings, and have a wonderful day.